Hey everyone, and welcome back to Haste Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a really easy 4 to 5 minute superfood pesto sauce. Ingredients wise, we've got some spinach, we've got some red kale, we've got some basil, a large lemon, we've got some olive oil, we've got some pine nuts, we've got some almonds, we've got a red chili, we've got some garlic, we have got some hard cheese. Parmesan is ideal for this sort of thing. Let's get cooking. So first up, we're going to be using our container, which I'm going to use a processor for this today. You can use a NutriBullet or whatever you choose to use. You can even use a pestle and mortar if you want to, if you're going to use those guns. We've got some spinach first of all. So first up, big handful of spinach going in. Into that, I'm going to add my pine nuts. Now the reason I'm putting the nuts at the bottom is you don't want anything that's not going to mix properly first of all. When you process something, you want to try and put some heavy items on top. That pushes it down. It means it keeps the blade spinning nice and easily. So we're going to put some pine nuts in there. I've got about 2 handfuls of those. I've got to get 1.5 handfuls of almonds. Add some salt. And I'm going to go in with some pepper. Now the good thing about this pesto is you can use it for anything, and you can use it on courgette, mix it through and it becomes its own sauce. You can use this on a pizza base to give it like a garlicky, rich sort of spinachy taste. And also on the other side of things, if you use this with chicken breast, it's absolutely perfect. Butterfly your chicken breast, spread it into the centre, flap it back over again, put it in the oven, and that'll be your perfect little sauce. So what have we got going in? I'm going to use a little bit of chilli in here. Now I'm just using the red chilli, up to you what you want to use. If you want to use green, red, yellow, whatever your preference. Not too much, because I don't want too much heat going through this. And then into that, I'm going to use my garlic. Look at the size of these garlic cloves I managed to get. A monster, or what? Chop that up. Chop it up slightly, because even in the food presser, you don't want that to be hanging around and going in one big lump. That's going to be pretty strong otherwise. So garlic goes in. A little bit of our basil, so fresh basil leaves. I'm just literally just going to chop that up roughly, stalks as well, doesn't make any difference. Remember, this is going to be food processed. And again, you can tear some more of that off and put it straight in. We have got a large lemon. I'm just going to use half of one of those. Squeeze that through your fingers. So juice of 1 lemon. Into that, I'm going to add a small amount, well, a reasonable amount of our red kale. This stuff is awesome. Kale seems to be the big thing at the moment, which is no surprising with all its nutrients, benefits. It is awesome and it tastes good as well. Cook it off with a little bit of honey. So good. Right, so your red kale's going in. Now at this stage, we can just pop this straight onto our blender and give it a good whisk through. Lid on. Onto our blender. And start pouring in some of your olive oil. Right, so that's pretty much done. All we're going to do now, see that? Perfect sort of green, fluorescent green type colouring. Now into that, I'm going to literally shave off a good amount of our Parmesan straight into the mix. And that can go back on your blender just for a couple of more seconds. Grab that back across, and that is your pesto done. As I say, 3 to 4 minutes. Stick that in a little jar or bowl like this. And you want that to be a real vibrant green colour, which is exactly what it is. Just going to shave just a little bit of Parmesan just over the top. Little drizzle of olive oil. So there we go, our 3 to 4 minute super easy pesto sauce. I'm going to show you how I would usually use this during the week. I'm just going to grab myself a little, what I call my pizza bowl. Now my little pizza bowl has in some chorizo. I've got some little bit of buffalo mozzarella. I've got some sun-dried tomatoes. I've got some spinach, and I've got myself a gluten-free pita bread. So what I would do with this, super quick pizzas. These are awesome, little gluten-free pita breads or whole wheat, whichever you need to use. You're going to take some of your pesto and just literally rub that over the top. We are then going to go in with a little bit of our chorizo, or chorizo. I get ripped for this all the time. I say it's chorizo. Everyone else says it's chorizo from where I'm come from, which is annoying because it's chorizo, isn't it? We've got our beautiful sun-dried tomatoes, and all we're going to do is just literally just tear that, just lay that over the top. Another one. You can be quite messy with this. It doesn't make any difference. A little bit of our spinach, like that. And onto that, I'm just going to take our buffalo mozzarella or our mozzarella and just literally just tear that down into big pieces and just lay that over the top of the pizza. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And then all I'm going to do on there is just grab a couple of pieces of basil and just literally just lay them over the top. So into the oven, about 230 Celsius. You can cook that for about 6 to 8 minutes, okay? Let's get that out of the oven. And there we have it. 6 to 8 minute pizza, perfectly crispy. It's got a beautiful pesto. We've got our mozzarella on there. We've got a little bit of our basil, chorizo, cheese. Let's try a piece of this now. It's going to be hot. Oh, it's really, really garlicky. So, so good though. So there we have it. We've got our beautiful fresh pesto. We've got our pizza. Really, really quick and easy to do. As I say, 6 to 8 minutes. You've got your perfect little snack or lunch. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, guys. Hope you're liking all the healthy options that we're doing at the moment. If you recreate anything, do it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Give me a thumbs up. Tell everyone about the channel, and I shall see you next week. Cheers then. Bye-bye. What I'm trying to do today is make you see that salad doesn't have to always be boring.